Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are here for my week 1 battle of the WPL Season 9, I believe. This is the 9th season, right? I think it is. But anyway, this week we are taking on Spanik, who I'm currently 0-2 against in WPL. He's actually hexed me out both times, so hopefully this time it can go a bit differently. Now, let's go through his full team quickly. He's a pretty scary team of... Manaphy is Z Captain, so like Z Rain Dance, of course. Alola Tails, Araquanid, Nido Queen, Bronzong, Archops, Megalopony, Hydreigon, Tapu Bulu with Z moves, Flygon with Z moves, and regular Manectric. So, pretty scary team, and you can see what I decided to bring to this game. We of course have the Zyga, the Mega Venusaur, the Diggersby, the Tornai, the Suicune, and the Klefki. So, oh, I just messed up the... Sorry about that. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's not important. Moving on to my actual sets, we have Banded Zygarde with Thousand Arrows, Sludge Wave, Stone Edge, and E-Speed. Sludge Wave, of course, is there for Bulu. It does so much damage to Bulu, and Bulu was his 1 arrows resist, so that's nice. Edge is just on there to do more to things like Araquanid and Archops, and then E-Speed just hits everything pretty hard, and it's just a nice move to have. Of course. Moving on to Mega Venusaur, move the Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Synthesis, and Leech Seed. I only really needed Giga Drain plus Sludge Bomb to beat his whole team, damage-wise. Like, he didn't have a resist to both of them on the team. So, yeah, and then we just have the Leech Seed to try and recover some health, and then the Synthesis to try and recover some health. So moving on, we have the Scarf Diggersby with Return, Quick Attack, U-Turn, and Knockoff. I'm really thinking this is probably going to be something I may go for near the end of the game, although it could be a nice wall breaker to use here, because you can see his only return resist is, of course, Archeops. So, you know, once that's gone, I can start clicking Scarf Return, and it's still going to do a ton of things, because Diggersby is really good. So, yeah, and then Quick Attack and Knockoff. Quick Attack is just nice to have. U-Turn, of course, nice to try and gain some momentum, and then Knockoff. Did he have a normal resist on his team? Is that what it was for? I can remember his whole team that I just read out to you. He had a Bronzong, so yeah, Knockoff would be there for that. That's about it. So what is my next mon? It's Torn, of course. So moving on to Tormy, the Scarf Air/Hurricane, Defog, and Heat Wave. Pretty standard set. But I mean, we all know I'm just gonna miss Hurricane if I ever bring it in. So, you know, that's gonna be fun. Then we have Rindoberry Suicune with the Mirror Coat, Scald, Toxic Sub. It's pretty much there to switch into Manaphy, take a +3 energy ball, and then just OHKO it with Mirror Coat. And that's like the whole point of this. And if he didn't bring Manaphy for some reason, I could just Toxic Sub Scald, kind of stool stuff out. So play very fun. You know, I like to play fun like that. And then finally we do, of course, have Klefki with the Apple Berry, and Spike's T-Wave, Flash Cannon, and Light Screen. Spike's T-Wave, Light Screen, very basic kind of moves. I mainly brought Light Screen for Manaphy since it's such an issue for me. And then Flash Cannon, I believe... What did I bring Flash Cannon for? I think it was for the Bulu specifically, because I was supposed to take 1 hit from that and then just do a good amount of damage. But I mean, it hits quite a few of his mons pretty okay in this matchup. Only 1 super effectively, but yeah. So here I'm going to get into this game here. I'm going to lead off with my Venusaur as he leads Nido Queen. No, he doesn't. He leads Archops. I was expecting Queen or Araquanid. He didn't do that. And I'm going to fire off a Giga Drain, turn 1 into this Archops. And you do see is the Citrus Berry, so he doesn't fall into Defeatist range there. Now, from the damage he just took there, I can already tell he has quite a bit of SpDef investment, but yeah, so that's not good. Here I make a tiny bit of a misplay and stay in. I knew I could live the hit, and I messed up on my count with how much I'd get back. I figured with the 50% I should be able to get enough back to where I live. Acrobatics, that was wrong. So yeah, I do crit him though, which is unfortunate for him. But I could have easily switched out and just conserved Venusaur, brought it in later. It would have been a bit lower, he would have still had Archeops, but if he didn't have Roost, I mean, I'm not thinking it would have been a huge threat. I could have easily just switched in Suicune or Klefki to it, and gotten rid of it. But yeah, so I don't think that crit mattered too much. I would have been a bit lower, of course, but I can still heal up on Araquanid. But now he sends out Hydreigon, since it's the one mon that can scare me out with potential of Specs Draco. As he does make a nice play here, he goes for the U-turn into Nidoqueen, I believe. And here I'm going to make an interesting play. I'm going to stay in and go for Light Screen. I figured he might predict Suicune, as he does Fire Blast here, so he doesn't do that. But now I'm going to Spike Up, I believe. Oh no, I think I just Flash Cannon here, because he went for a Thunder. So it's nice to know that he is Thunder for Coon, but I will now be going out into Coon, as he, I believe, just clicks Blast here, and misses again. Now, the original Fire Blast miss kind of sucked. I don't think it would have done too much. It would have done probably like 50%. The second one did not matter at all. But, yeah, I'm going to make the Toxic prediction here. And he's going to bring an Araquanid on that Toxic, which is very nice. I'm going to now go Venusaur, because I figured I can switch in, take any hit, and then just recover up. As he actually Toxic is here, so... You know, this is a pretty free synthesis for me. And I feel really good about this already, because he just really doesn't beat Venusaur at all with what he decided to bring. Which, you know, it's unfortunate that I crit that Archops, but assuming things went the same way, I would have still got to heal back up here. But, yeah, he does get webs up there. And now I'm going to Leech Seed at this Nidoqueen, as I believe he just... Does he switch out here? Yeah, he goes Hydreigon as I go for a Giga Drain. Get a bit back. I believe he just U-turns here, as I go for a Leech Seed into Queen again. Because I figured I could live any... Oh no, Ice Synthesis, because I figured if I wanted to know if he used Specs. If he used Specs, he could do quite a bit to me, so I wanted to know that. But he's going to go for a nice Sludge Wave here with Queen, showing me, which something I already knew, which is what he was like max attack with no boosting item. So that's fine. I can just kind of stall out this Queen. I can just, you know, go for the Leech Seed into Synthesis, into Giga Drain this turn, and that will be it for Queen, I believe. Yeah, that will be it for Queen. So Venusaur is able to pick up the second kill of the match. And now does he go into... He goes Hydreigon, since it's the only thing that can threaten me. And I could have easily stayed in here, but I just went Klefki, as I believe he does just go for that Draco Meteor here. No, he U-turns again. He has U-turned every time, I believe, right? Yeah, he has. So now he goes out into his Manaphy. And now I'm going to go hard Suicune. This is my counter. And this is the play I'm going to make, as I believe he just fires off a Tail Glow here. And I'm really hoping his energy... he doesn't have Energy Ball, because I'm pretty sure there was a chance it could knock me out from Herbizat, even through Rindo. But he doesn't. And he just fires off a Psychic. I get a Mirror Coat off. And I'm just going to Scold here. I figured even if he attacks me again, I maybe could have Mirror Coated here, but I can just Revenge Kill with Zygarde E-Speed anyway. So I'm just going to Scold at this point, as he brought out Lop. And I get a Scold into it there. He Power Up Punches. I get a Scold into it here, get the Burn, which... I mean, it was in my favor to get the burn there. That was like 2 Scalds, which is like 30% on each of them. So, you know, so he's going to Drain Punch this turn. I'm going to fire off one more Scald, get him weakened. And at this point, we are actually both going to go down this turn. I believe he goes for a return here. Knocks out my Suicune. But his Lop's down, so that's great. And at this point, I'm in a really good position. I believe I send out my Torn here. And he goes Araquanid. And honestly, I contemplated just clicking Defog here so I could put my Diggersby in a better position, but I knew he could have webs, well, I knew he had webs and could put them back up. So I go for Hurricane, and I miss, which was really unfortunate, but he shows he had no attack investment, no boosting item, so I'm able to just take that. I land the second Hurricane, knock out the Araquanid, and now all he has left is Hydreigon and Manaphy. He goes Hydreigon, I click Hurricane, I hit it, and that's pretty much game. He's just going to U-turn out here and pick up the kill on Torn, reducing my differential. But now I just go Zygarde, click E-Speed twice, and that's game. So, yeah, we are able to pick up a nice 2-0 win, starting off our season, putting us up to 1-0 plus 2. We take on BBL next week, who, in my opinion, is probably the best player in the league. So, it's going to be a tough one. But hopefully we can win that game and move ourselves to 2-0. But, you know, either way. Now, I want to talk a bit about the hacks here, not too much, of course, but there is a bit of hacks here. The Archops crit, the 2 Fire Blast misses, I'm pretty sure that was like it, right? I guess the burn on Lop, but like I don't think any of it mattered, if I'm honest, because I don't think Klefki ever got to... Klefki was at 62, which behind Light Screen, it would not have taken that from Fire Blast. So, that didn't matter. The Archops crit was unfortunate, because I would have had to switch out my Venusaur and just going to like Klefki or Suicune. And if Klefki took more damage, I probably would have gone Klefki, which had it had to take the damage from an Earthquake, it couldn't have done what it did in this game. So there is that, but I don't know. I feel like I could have played very differently here. Like, had the Archeops crit not happened, the game would have played very differently. I mean, my Diggersby didn't even touch the field in this game, and I feel like it could have been a very good breaker for me if I'd used it like that. And Zygarde only came out once at the end, so it's like I still had 2 Mons that just didn't go in at all, which both completely bodied his team. So, I don't know, I feel like the hacks didn't cost him too much, maybe some differential, but I really don't believe he would have won the game had the hacks not happened. So, you know, that's just my opinion on this at least. So, yeah, that's my week 1 game. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I should have a few more IBL videos up this week, hopefully. So, yeah, and then my WPL game up next week. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Bye.